What's up, my friends? This is TMX, the Toad Man, and I want to talk about MetaZoo, the card game that's re-releasing, coming back March 28th. So we're a little under 2 months away for it releasing. We don't have a lot of clues on what's going to happen, though. We have an idea of the artist. We have a lot of returning artists. We have a lot of new artists. We have an idea of what the art is going to look like. We have an idea what the company is going to be like because they have been in TCGs before, but we don't know a lot about the game, like the gameplay itself, right? They gave us a little teaser recently. They've released a card that was like a versus dynamic. So at least it gives us a genre of what we're talking about here. It's not going to be like Go Fish. It's not going to be a poker game. It's going to be an actual card game that has player versus player, just like most card games are, just like old MetaZoo was. So that's one good thing, at least for my sake. And I want to talk about what I think is going to happen as far as the card game, some things that I think should happen, and I think things that I would like to see happen to make sure that the card game has longevity, that people like it, and that it has success. So I have 5 things to talk about, and I want to start with the first one. So first of all, the first MetaZoo, I was a heavy player. I love playing the game, but I have a bachelor's of arts and I have a bachelor's of science and mathematics, and even still, I had some difficulty with some of the cards. Some of the cards, the verbiage on there, what it was trying to tell you, the blobs of text on a card were sometimes confusing, and a lot of a lot of gameplay itself in MetaZoo was confusing. The way that you had to work cards, the way the cards worked with each other, the way that they were worded was confusing to a lot of people. I think that really needs to go away with new MetaZoo. I think you need a simpler design of the card itself, a simpler design of the gameplay, because what we're looking at in 2025 is completely different from when I started collecting in 1998. 1998, all you had to do is have a bright, shiny card. You had to have cool characters. You had to get something that gets the eye of a child, right? And then you sold. Oh, then you're good, right? But now we have so many things that we have to worry about. We have to worry about if it's marketable. Are you gonna be able to put it on an app? Are you going to be able to make merchandise out of the characters? Are you going to be able to put these characters on TV? Those sort of things. So I think we really should work on simple, making very simple gameplay that isn't so simple that it's like a Lorcana. No offense to those who play Lorcana, but I don't get any satisfaction playing Lorcana. I don't think it's um, strategic enough for me to play it and feel satisfied. So maybe a middle ground between old MetaZoo and Lorcana, or we can find something that's simple and all ages can play, but at the same time, it gives you some sort of competitiveness when you're playing, and also some satisfaction when you win the game. That you're not just playing the game that goes before you're in thinking. It's over, and you're just like, oh, what was that? I want a satisfying game, and I want a simple game so you can put on an app. Because I know Charlie's thinking about putting on the app, that you could make multiple spin-offs and add to this game without having to research all these cards, right? If you have a 300 card set and there's all these different cards that do all different things, it's going to make it really difficult to add future sets. It's going to be hard for that to be ported onto a mobile device, for example, or another source of playing the game. So simple. I would love to see it be faster. I was just in a tournament last night and I was up to like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning because it's 50-minute rounds currently in the old MetaZoo. I want to see the new MetaZoo. Let's drop that down to 10 minutes. Again, you're going to put that on an app. You want a 10-minute round. That sounds like a really good fast gameplay. It makes it quicker to pick up when it's not all these rules and making the game expand to an infinite amount of time. Think if we have fast-paced games that'll make the game more popular. It'll be easier to run tournaments, right? You can run a tournament and do a round within 10, 15 minutes. I went to Water Tower, the first Water Tower. It was so maxed out on time that people were running to the bathroom and coming back because they only had a couple minutes in between rounds. And that took the entirety of the day, 8 hours every day, 8, 10 hours every day. It was a little much. It was hard even as a spectator, to be a part of that. So I'd love to see it just condense that time down. And I think if it's simpler, it'll play faster, and I think more people will be involved. I'd love to see a core roster of characters. I would like to see between 12 and 20 characters that they're really spotlighting. And how do they spotlight the card? You spotlight it by having really good artwork. You spotlight it by having the card be powerful or useful in the game somehow. And you do it consistently through sets. The same character is shown in different sets. It is always competitive, or it's always very, whatever they want to do to make it lively. It has to be consistent with every set. It could be just, hey, this card is the prettiest card in every set, and that's the pretty card, right? It could be Charizard. It could be this card has amazing artwork in every set, and also it's really powerful every set. And I'd love to see that happen where we have a core roster of beasties so that people can have their own feelings and be attached to it and say, this is my beastie, this is the beastie that I claim. And then they could span on it. Everyone has their own favorite, whatever it is, Digimon, Pokemon, Ninja Turtle, whatever. But if we make too many too quick, it kind of confuses the audience, especially when you're trying to focus on a broader audience and little kids or so I think that a roster really needs to be established, and I think they need to do that to just be able to build the brand for them. You build basically rebuilding the brand, and you can do it any way you want to. And lastly, I just hope it's fun. I hope a lot of people enjoy it. I just hope a lot of people can find something that they enjoy out of it. You, it's really difficult to make everybody happy, and that's gonna be impossible. But let's make as many people happy as possible. Make the game as fun as possible. Make the art as fun as possible. Make it as inclusive as possible. Just so we can maximize the longevity of this art, of this game, of this genre, of this hobby, so that we all can enjoy this and have our kids enjoy this, and so on and so on. So I want to see MetaZoo last more than just 4 years like the previous MetaZoo. I would like to see this last 40 years, just like Pokemon, like Digimon, like Dragon Ball Z, like a lot of things that I was into as a kid. I would love to see this be the next big thing. All right, Joe. What do you want out of the game? What do you want out of MetaZoo in general? Where was I wrong? Where do you disagree with me? I'd love to hear you. So sound off below. Thank you for watching. All right, y'all. Peace.